Yeah. I mean, you've had these kinds of conversations with some of your clients, Lufthansa, Fidelity, European Investment Bank. You've been in the room with these guys, and I suppose most of the time it is guys. I'm always, fascinated with the one of the things that I love about the art of facilitating a room is that it puts everybody in the same level. Everyone is on the, we can take all the titles, all of the kind of the leadership and the rank off if you do it right. And we're all peers in one space. And I think for a lot of people, it can be really quite confronting when you do that, because it's like, whoa, now you're forcing me to take that jacket off, take all those things that I normally would have around me in order to assume my position of seniority. And now you're having this conversation with me. When you are in the room and creating that space with, let's say, some of the kind of caliber of leaders from some of the clients I've just mentioned, how do you create that kind of space so that it is confronting enough for them to take that situation and that kind of statement you just said seriously, but also not enough where they don't switch off and go, oh, okay, I'll just sit through the rest of this and turn off?
Yeah. And I wish I could say that there's a magic formula.
Of course, yeah.
I think it really depends on the people that are sitting in the room, on the client, on the work we've done before. And I've had beautiful examples where I would sit in a room full of directors and offer them some M&Ms to create kind of some sort of, okay, this is different. Like put them in a circle. They will feel awkward. Doing an awkward check-in question. And they realize, okay, this is different from usually. And they play along. I think it has to do with the facilitators self-confidence and confidence in the process. I think if we believe, usually everyone plays along if we invite them to do something. It has very rarely happened that someone would say, I'm not doing that. And usually I explain why I would do something. Okay, we'll start with a little warm-up to get into the space, or to warm up our vocal cords, or to explore why we're actually here. I think one of the most beautiful examples was a workshop I hosted for two teams that really struggled, of two different companies that had to work together. And they were going through a lot of finger pointing, and because the project wasn't running well. And of course it was the fault of the other team, the other company. And we started with small groups of 3. How is it to be you in this project? And it was beautiful because they realized that they're all complaining about the same things. They all have the same issues. And it's not the other one's fault. So I think what helps is to remind them of their shared humanity. This usually helps to bring everyone at the same level. At the same time, I have been in a workshop where the boss of one of those luxury brands, traditional male-dominated luxury brands, was leaning back with crossed arms, and it was just unapproachable. It was an online session. I started with small breakout groups, and I got a text message from my direct client. She was like, stop, we have to stop that. This is too touchy-feely. He doesn't want that. And I think it was a question, who are you and why are you here today? And then looking back, I know exactly what went wrong back then. So I think he was not ready for this, as you said, the same level the democratization of the room. And before that, I had one-on-one calls with every participant in the group. And he was the only one who brought his 2 assistants to the call. So we could not connect one-on-one. And back then I thought, it will be fine, shall be good enough. But it wasn't. So he was unable to lower his guard. And then, with the check-in thought, we're not moving fast enough. I came here for results. Long answer for a short question.
No, that's great. Yeah. And it shows the real importance of being able to build rapport, not just with the room, but with the individuals, whether that is done first or whether that is done, in the beginning in some way, because really what you're doing is establishing trust. And trust is that simple thing that kind of takes a while it kind of takes a different course for each person, depending on what they're there for, or like you said, the confidence they have in the process.
100%. And usually it's the boss who needs to trust that the process is leading to the results that they have paid for. And the groups needs to trust that they're safe to share their opinions and to be themselves and to contribute.
And to disagree as well. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.